In this first look video from InfluenceWP, we are checking out a solution called Plugin Tracker. This is going to allow you to track your WordPress plugin within the WordPress repository, comparing it against your competitors. So let's say, for example, you have a Forms plugin. You can compare your Forms plugin against other Forms plugins in the WordPress repository to see how yours stacks up over time and give you actionable advice on how you can improve your global rank. Before we poke around the website here a bit and then look at the actual solution together, just a quick bit of housekeeping. First look videos cover products we have no prior experience with. They show vendors how new users experience their website and product for the very first time. These videos are unedited, high-level introductions that are not paid for, they're not sponsored, and they contain no affiliate links. If you would like videos like this created for your business, go to influencewp.com/partners and request your free partner membership. And we thank Plugin Tracker for being a partner. If you like what you see in this video, go over to the deals area of our website at influencewp.com and grab the exclusive offer. All right, so the website we are looking at today is plugintracker.io. So very easy domain name there, which is good. We're going to look for the features section of this website. We're going to rattle off all of the features so we just make sure we don't miss anything when we go to look at the actual solution. And we're going to highlight some key pages like an about page, changelog, and documentation. All right. All right, so let's just scroll down the home page here a bit. And here we go. So I see the first time I see the words features on here. So features no other tool can match. Purpose built for WordPress.org, not generic web SEO. The only tool with global rank tracking, SEO scoring, and automatic competitor detection in one platform. So you're going to get daily global rank tracking. Monitor your plugin's global ranking among all of the other plugins in the WordPress repository and get exact keyword search positions updated daily. Track changes over 1 day, 7 days, 30 days, 90 days, and all-time periods with trend charts. Next up is keyword and tag position tracking. Track up to 200 custom keywords and plugin tags automatically across all the plugins that you're tracking. See your exact search position, page number, and which competitor ranks directly above you. And this is checked daily. Next up is 5-category SEO scoring. Analyze the title, description, structure, keywords, and readability with prioritized recommendations to improve your listing. Next up is unlimited history and exports. Keep unlimited tracking history and export your data in CSV and Excel format for deeper analysis and reporting. Next up, we have competitor intelligence. Auto-detect competitors via shared keywords. Monitor their version releases, rating changes, and support metrics. Compare installs, ratings, and rankings side by side. And last but not least, performance digests and notifications. So you're going to get daily digest emails with global rank changes, download growth, and keyword movements. Weekly summary every Monday, plus real-time in-app notifications for rank drops, top 10 entries, and competitor updates. So lots going on there. It sounds like a super powerful tool. We're going to look at this together and see what's what. All right, next up, we're going to look for an about page. I'm going to drop down into the footer. Here we go. So we have a little bit about the problem they're trying to solve, what their solution entails, their methodology, and their commitment. I would like to see faces and names behind this solutions, even if it's just one team member, a face and name behind this company, this product, right? All right, next up, we're looking for a changelog. I'm not really seeing one, so I'm going to do a search. All right, not seeing a changelog. Do we have documentation? Does not appear that we do. Maybe they just don't have it up yet, or it's just self-explanatory once we get into the actual dashboard and see what's going on. So I will hold off judgment on that for the moment. Okay, let's go ahead and take a look at the solution. So I'm logged in to the InfluenceWP account, so to the dashboard for Plugin Tracker. And this is it. This is what it's going to look like. All right, let's see. What do we do here? We're starting in the dashboard tab, which makes sense. So you can see your visibility score. I don't have any plugins tracked currently. So this makes sense that a lot of this is not really showing anything. Total installs, total downloads, average position. This area right here is the plugins we are tracking. So we're going to add a plugin here in a second. Popular plugins and popular keywords for those plugins. Down here in the bottom, I do see the very bottom of my screen, I see a version number, but again, I don't see a change log. And I don't see any documentation. What about in settings here? No, nothing in there. Okay, so unless it could just be me missing it, and it could be also that it hasn't been published yet. Based on that version number, which we see there is v.o.version.0.1.0. So maybe documentation is coming, or I'm just missing the documentation, and then with that also, is going to come the change log. So I'll just say, obviously, we want documentation, and obviously, we want a change log to be in there. Okay. We don't have any tracked plugins yet, as I said, but clicking under this plugins menu under tracked plugins, we will have something there. We will do that in a second. Clicking over on popular plugins, we have the ability to see a larger list. So this is really cool. And then we have the ability to search plugins by name right here. And then we have, it looks like some filtering based on active installs. All right, so that's cool. So from here, let's see what happens when we click a link. So if we click on Elementor here, for example, okay, so it doesn't just take us off site to the WordPress repository. It takes us right here into a custom, what I'm going to call a custom landing page within Plugin Tracker. So complete with their title, the rank, the description, who the author is, the current version, a direct link to WordPress.org, where the plugin is, the ability to click here and track the plugin, or again, view it on WordPress.org. Active installs, total downloads, ratings, support health, which I think that is a really unique thing. So how well that the company is reporting to support tickets on WordPress.org. Global position, 24-hour trend, no change. 7-day trend, no change. And then they list their top competitors. Clicking into there, you're going to get that page for that plugin. Moving on down, we have the keyword rankings for this plugin. So drag and drop, editor, Elementor, landing page, page builder, all those are ranking number 1. Clicking into here, I also see like, let's say, for example, Elementor itself, but I see 843 plugins for that keyword ranking as well. So if I click into that, what happens? All right, so then we get all of the popular plugins that are using the top plugins, I should say, using the Elementor keyword. So explore WordPress plugins that use Elementor in the keyword. There's 843. So this is very cool. Total plugins, we see average rating, top plugin installs, keyword slug. You can track this keyword. So it's not just about tracking the plugin, you could track a keyword. All right, so I think that covers the popular plugins tab. Let's go to new plugins. So this is discover all of the plugins recently added to the WordPress repository. So this is really neat. This is a really neat way to discover, what's come out. And then you have the ability here to easily track, and then obviously click into the individual page for that plugin. Let's go over to the compare tab. Analyze rank, SEO scores, ratings, and growth trends side by side to make data-driven decisions. Okay, let's compare Elementor. And then, so that's out here on the left-hand side. And let's compare that to, say, let's see. Divi comes to mind right off the bat. I don't know why, but it does, because they're kind of similar. Divi page builder. This is the fun with searching the WordPress repository. This is nothing to do with plugin tracker. It's just the way it is. All right, let's just go with this one right here. I see Seed Prod. It's got Page Builder in it. Let's just go with that. All right, so there we see them side by side. The rank, the reach, the quality, so that's the rankings, and then support health. So we see that Seed Prod is 100% on the support. Elementor is 85. Elementor's got 10 million installs. Seed Prod's got 700K. Elementor's got 775 million downloads, according to this. And Seed Prod's got 32.2 million. Moving on down, we can see the SEO. So they're showing that compared to Elementor, that Seed Prod could stand to improve their title. Everything else is good. And then we see a trend here of within a 30-day period of downloads. Okay, so we see the Elementor here is kind of like spiking, and then Seed Prod over 30 days is kind of more or less flatlined, except for a little blip here on around February 2nd. We also see some meta here for the plugin. So when it was updated, what version of WordPress it was tested with, and the current PHP version that they that supported, recommended. We can compare up to 4 plugins, so that is really neat. There, so not just competitive analysis. Maybe you're running an as a plugin owner, but maybe you're running an agency like myself, and I just want, and I'm considering a forms plugin or a page builder plugin for my agency. And I want to just keep tabs on 4 of the 4 page builders just to see how things go over time. How well are they providing support, things of that nature. And it could help in making a decision. All right. So that's just one plugin. Like you could, like you got your eye on some forms plugins or what have you. This could be a neat way as an agency to track things and just see how things are going. All right, so that's the compare. Here's our tracked keywords, which we don't have any at the moment. But here we see total keywords, top 10 rankings, not ranked, what keywords are improving, average position. We have analytics. So popular keywords on WordPress.org, WooCommerce, widget, admin, post, and so on. Let's go to table view. Nothing there yet. Let's go heat map. Maybe this is probably just because we haven't tracked anything yet. So just know that you've got the analytics, the table view, and the heat map, and then this down here. I'm assuming if I click into WooCommerce here under popular keywords on WordPress.org, that it's going to do some sort of filtering. Oh, it takes us to WordPress.org. Okay, that's cool. All right, so then it's populating WooCommerce here into the keywords. All right, that is cool. So that was tracked key. Oh, that makes sense. Tracked keywords. That's why we're not seeing anything. Popular keywords. We can do a search. We see here that WooCommerce holds the top spot. How many plugins have that keyword in there? Let's click into WooCommerce and see what happens. Okay, so this is going to be the keyword breakdown again. We see the active installs and the rating. Keyword overview, total plugins, average rating, top plugin installs, and keyword slug. And again, we can track it. And then under account settings, what can we do? And then we will track a plugin together here. So profile, notifications. So you get all sorts of in-app notifications. Or actually, you can just turn it on or off, I should say. My bad. Next up, we have keyword ranking alerts. Do you want to get alerts for top 10 entry exit, first ranked, or competitor overtook? Global rank metrics, so all kinds of options under there. And then under the email digest. So what kind of stuff do you want to see in your digest emails? And how often do you want those to go out? We can enable them or disable them completely, and then there's a daily and a weekly digest. You can get one or both of those. Under preferences, we have a light or dark theme, or use our system. You can set a language and a time zone. Looks like those features are coming soon. Under security, we can change our password, delete our account, and then of course, billing is billing. All right. So that's the lay of the land in the dashboard. Beautiful interface. Really dig it. Let's go ahead and go back to the main dashboard and let's track our first plugin. Now, I thought when I first saw this solution, I was really intrigued for a special reason. So one of my other projects, Changelog WP, we have our new plugin was recently approved for the WordPress repository. So, the ding, ding, ding was going off immediately when I saw a plugin tracker. I'm like, we need to start tracking our plugin. Okay. So I thought it'd be fun in this video to just do that. Be gentle because it was just released, and it is what it is. When you just release a plugin, that's the beauty of plugin tracker is working your new plugin that was recently submitted and approved in the repository and building up its rank and getting it where it needs to be. So we're going to go add your first plugin. All right, we're going to go add plugin again. And we put in a plugin slug or the URL. Our slug is changelog service, changelog dash service, and we're going to go add plugin. All right, so we are in there. There is our plugin. We've got the current version number. We've got the author, our global rank. Now, the installs is showing 0, but I know we have more than 0 installs. Maybe this takes a little bit of time to kind of catch up. Here we see 3 reviews, 3 5-star reviews. SEO is currently showing an 86. And then we see this trend over here. The trend doesn't really matter right at this point because it's just so new. But now we can, up here, okay, total active installs is still 0, which I know isn't true. Total downloads, average rating, average SEO score. Okay, let's go ahead and click into our plugin here. All right, this is cool. So our plugin is Changelog as a service, publish, display, and communicate beautiful changelog. So it's got our title in there. It's got our rank. It's got our description, author, version number, direct link to our website and to .org. All the things we saw before, global rank and such. Support health is 100%. So here we see a global rank history. We can do 7 days, 14 days, 30, and 90. So that is cool. And then we can drill down into the individual days there. Tracked keywords. No keywords found. Track your plugin search rankings on, okay, search keywords. So I would think changelog. You can also, when you do the search, maybe this is more of a filter. All right, let's just search here. Changelog. Okay, so that's search for what you've already got in there. That is my fault. Let's go add keyword. Changelog. Okay, there we go. So now we have our keyword in there. Now we could do the search for changelog, and then that would come up. Okay, so that is that. Then we have the ability to filter positions, filter trends, improve, decline, stable, new. Choose the time period. If at any point we need to, we can export our keywords. All right, so here's our keyword, changelog. We can, let's go ahead and just click this check now button and see what happens. Let this thing refresh. All right, here we go. Current position, number 2, closest competitor, affiliate coupons. That's interesting. Position changes, keywords. We can also open Google Trends. Okay, so that's cool. All right, let's go ahead and close that. Let's close out of this. Once we put that keyword in there, we see down here tag rankings. So there's 21 plugins with a tag of changelog. Your plugin's position in WordPress.org search results for each tag. So our position based on the tag changelog competitor is DW Picha changelog. Okay. Which is looks like it's got a current rank of 18 of that plugin. If I click on that plugin, okay, so that takes us to this page. So this is when we would start doing, and something that we are going to do. So we would look at this and we would say, how can we improve? Just if you've ever done SEO in your life, like this is going to be very familiar. So what do we need to do? Like what is DW Picha changelog doing that we could do? And then we want to surpass what they're doing. If their title is good, we want our title to be better. If they've got keywords that we don't have, we want to match those and do better. That sort of thing. Obviously, strive for the best support. Keep that 5-star rating going and keep that support health going. Okay, let's go back over here to our tracked plugins. Go into our plugin again. All right, tracked keywords, changelog, position 32. All right, we went over the tags. So this gives us an idea of what we need to look at for our keywords, tags, all of those sorts of things to improve. Here's our performance trends. Installs, I'm still not sure why it says 0 because I know we have more than 0. At an absolute minimum, we have 1 because we're running it on our own website, but I know we have more. Here's our downloads history, our rating. Down here, we have our support health, which is 100%. All right. I don't know if there's anything else that I need to show. Hopefully I'm not missing anything. We can add multiple keywords. Oh, here we go. Analytics. So that's the analytics and keywords toggle. We switch over to details. Here we go. So this is kind of the meta of the plugin. Requires WordPress version, tested up to WordPress version, requires PHP version, added to WordPress.org on this date. So you can see we're just barely, we're not even a month in yet. Last updated 2 weeks ago. So this is what I was saying earlier about agencies. This is the kind of stuff you could go to one centralized console, and if you're tracking, say 4 forms plugins to see which one, you just need some more information to make an educated decision. You could say, hey, like this plugin seems to be way more active as far as development than the others. Okay. That is something to look at. Here we have the SEO score, and that's broken down by title, description. This is nice too. They give you a bit of information as to what this stuff means. So we see that we have some work we could possibly do on the title, just a little bit of work to do on the description, quite a bit to do on the description, a significant potential amount to do on the title and on the structure. This is really neat. So for structure, it says installation steps, FAQ, changelog screenshots, the changelog, and then screenshots, and then icons. Under the title, it's saying we need to work on the length, put some power words in there, keywords presence in your title. This is really, really neat. So you get actionable advice, and we're going to take all of this actionable advice here. It shows that 5 minutes ago we analyzed their SEO score, but if you ever need to invoke that on the fly, it looks like you can do that. Here's all of the tags. So we have some SEO suggestions, missing installation instructions section. So we will take care of that immediately. Shows that we pass all of these other areas. At least I think so. Yeah, I would say a little bit of feedback here for the plugin tracker team is maybe make the status is green on these so it's easier to tell. I can't tell if this is, actually that looks like action items. FAQ section has 0 questions, aim for at least 5. Okay. I see. So that's why they're not green. Maybe make these orange. I almost just blew past them thinking that, yeah, we passed those. All right. Just a little bit of feedback. README description. Oh, this is cool. So you get the README description right here. This is really fascinating. Very fascinating. All right. I'm glad I kept going in this video. Okay. So that's the details tab. Then we flip back over. Then we've got our analytics here. All right. Up here, what do we have? This is if we are tracking multiple plugins, we can toggle between the two or search. Then we have these three dots up here. We can refresh our metrics, analyze SEO, or stop tracking. And again, we can flip between light mode and dark mode. That is really nice. We have a in-app notifications up here. That is cool. All right, I think I've covered everything. This is really awesome. I literally after this video for our plugin, I'm going to look at this and see what we need to do ourselves to rank better in the WordPress.org repository. So if you are a plugin developer and you've got a plugin in the repository, no brainer, right? If you are an agency and you are interested in just tracking the progress of plugins that you've got your eye on, then this is a solution as well. All right. All right. Hope you enjoyed this video and it was helpful, and I will see you all in the next one.